Hi guys, in today's video we're going to be using some 3D software. First of all, I actually go into File in Prusa Slicer, which is free software you can download off the internet, and we're going to import a file. We're going to import a Death Trooper file that can be downloaded again for free on the internet. If you type in Google Death Trooper STL file, you'll be able to find this on Thingiverse for free to download and practice with. Here you can see the icons on the left hand toolbox. There's a square with an arrow, and you can change the orientation of the 3D printed object on 3 different axes, and I'm making sure that it's actually going to fit on the printer bed. You can right click also on the actual item and you can scale to fit to your printer bed, which is important as well. Here we're going to be doing something that's very important to the actual 3D file. We're going to hollow it out. If we don't hollow out the actual file, it's going to use a hell of a lot of resin, and it also can create problems with curing. It's very important to add drainage holes to our 3D print file when we're hollowing it out. Here you can see the parameters of hollowing it out. So we first put a tick where it says hollow this object. We have the wall thickness set to 3 millimeters, which is the thickness of the overall 3D printed project. We have hole diameter, which I've changed to nearly a centimeter for 2 drainage holes at the bottom, which is very important. You put drainage holes at the bottom of the print. And the reason we use 2 drainage holes is it alleviates suction, which can cause the print to fail. I also use some pre-existing holes on the top, like bullet holes of the actual Death Trooper, to add some more drainage holes towards the top. I've sped up this footage here as I'm actually okaying the actual effect of the drainage holes and hollowing out. But now we're going to add supports, and I actually use auto supports in Prusa Slicer, and I haven't had a fail print yet using these. There is obviously much more advanced options to do manual supporting, which I'll show in future, but I find Prusa Slicer's auto supports are very good as is. Okay, and here we're going to export the file. So you go to File, Export, and we're going to export it and save the file as a Death Trooper, and we're going to change it to supported because we've added supports, and hollowed as we've hollowed it out. Then we're going to open up some other free software known as Chitubox. Chitubox is what we're going to use to actually slice the software ready to make the file ready for our 3D printer. Excuse me. And as I'm opening up the file here, you can see that it's imported it in the wrong ratio. If you look at the toolbox on the left hand side, I'm just going to change the orientation by 90 degrees on the Z axis, and it will fit on the printer. We're going to hit the slice button in the right hand side and get the file ready to print. This is important to note that once we slice the file, it's going to give us some key parameters about the file. It's going to tell us the length of time it will take to print on our 3D printer, which I use an Elegoo Mars. It's also going to tell us how much money it's roughly going to cost in resin, the weight of the item. So now I'm going to save the file as 3D print, and we're all done.